Okay, thanks for watching How to Heaven. Today we're working on the Phoenix, which is my 2021 Arctic Cat Prowler Pro / Tracker 800. A couple different names. Arctic Cat is a company that was purchased by Textron. It's got a kind of a long history, but anyway, they had some trouble. The employees bought it. And then this company called Textron bought it. They're a defense company. And they pretty much almost killed it. They did nothing to the side-by-side part of their vehicle or business except run it into the ground. And recently it's been sold again. It's kind of hard to find information about who bought it, but they're back in business. They're sold through Bass Pro and maybe Cabela's, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm rebuilding this one. And what I'm doing today is I'm adding the side marker lights. And the side marker lights, they're orange. I'm going to put them right there where that phony little light is. That's just a reflectorized sticker. The bed has the rest of the body parts, so I'll put one of those side marker lights in the bed. Then I'm going to tie it into the original harness here. And if you follow this, your bed goes on top, it plugs into here. That's where your taillights are. That's a taillight harness out of the bed on Phoenix that burned to a crisp. But believe it or not, so much of this vehicle worked. The engine, everything flawless. Even this is the driver's side tail light, and it looks like it's toast, literally. But believe it or not, both of these work, and their function is parking light, brake light. And so I took them, removed them from the burnt up bed. Great to have spare parts. And I also used it to test. So one side goes here, that's the passenger, there's the driver. They come together, they're common, they have the same 3 wires. One wire is ground, which is black. The white with the tracer is your parking light. The red with the tracer is your brake light. So when you turn on your lights, they don't come on, but when you turn the key on and the lights on, then your parking brake lights come on. And there's not a whole lot of information about these Prowlers. So here's your light switch, and that's off. There's low beam, that's high beam. That's how you do it. But they won't come on unless the key's on. Same thing with the brake. You can step on the brake, you get no lights until the key is on. So I'm wiring those parking side marker lights into the parking system over here. And that should be pretty straightforward. I just need to tap into this harness somewhere, and I'll probably use Posi connectors because I like those. They're very clean and easily removable. So I'll tap into that with the black and the red wire that powers my side marker lights. So I'm doing it right now because this is all accessible. I'm also going to be adding a winch, so watch for that video. I'm going to be adding turn signals, watch for that video. I'm going to be adding a horn and build that relay. I'll explain that later. This is just about the parking lights. So where'd I get the parts? Let me show you. Go to eBay. Kemimoto sells a really nice kit. If you're not electrically inclined, just buy the Kemimoto kit. It comes with this. But word of caution, if you're going to buy the Kemimoto, buy it brand new. Make sure the seller sells brand new, because if it says open box or used, chances are it's a store return. I knew this was going to be a store return, and sure enough, this box is bad. You plug this in, the horn blasts. When you do the Kemimoto kit, you only have to do the black and the red wire. That's it. Everything else, plug and play. So red to the positive, black to the negative of your battery, and then you should be good to go. It comes with the switches right here. It comes with a couple of switches. That's these 2 here. So you have your turn signal switch and you have your horn switch. Now, I don't know why they put the hazard symbol there. This one doesn't work, so I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, very plug and play. If you look, this switch for the horn is labeled A. This plug is labeled A. The one here for the turn signal is labeled B, and sure enough, B. So if you do the Kemimoto, quickest, easiest way to get horns and a turn signal kit going for you. Comes with a horn. Now this is a nice horn, very good sounding horn. And I have already cut the wires to the turn signals because, like I said, I'm using them for side markers, and they're all orange anyway. So If you were to do this as a Kemimoto, you would unplug this, you drill a hole, it's a 3/4 inch hole in your plastics, wherever you want to put your turn signal, one in the front, one in the back, whatever. And then you plug this whole harness in, you connect that, mount these to the dashboard somewhere, and you are good to go. Great kit. Don't buy the ones that are open box or returns, because you're going to find these things, and there's quite a few of them, which tells me these things go out. So even though it's a great kit, if your module goes out, you got to buy the entire kit again. So what I've decided to do is to scrap that. I want to make my own custom harness. I want, like I said, side marker lights, turn signals. I'm going to have LEDs front and rear. I'm going to do sequential turn signals in the front. The rear, I'm reusing the Prowler tail lights. Now, this kit here, I got this on eBay as well. You can find these kits for up to $100. I got this kit. I actually bought 2 of them, and they're $10.97. I got 2 of them, and they come with a really nice flasher unit, and that knob right there, a little potentiometer, that adjusts the rate of flash. Great little relay there. Then you have your horn. Now this is the way the horn should be. So it just says horn, and when you push it, it's momentary. That's it. That's what you get. I don't know what Kemimoto has in mind with this emergencies thing. So I'm sure it doesn't do anything. I'm sure this is equivalent to that. Here's your turn signal switch. I don't like this. This right here is a center off, and if you push that way, you get one turn signal. Go to the middle, do that, get the other turn signal. You mount that right in your dashboard. I don't like this. It's not intuitive in a car to sit there and push your dash to flash your turn signals. But, you know, this is a cheap kit, $10.97. It'll do it for you. It just doesn't come with much wire. Right here's your hazard. Right there, you push that and your hazards go. And again, you're going to use the same relay to power your hazard. Comes with fuses, comes with a couple of fuse holders, comes with a clown horn. Do not use this horn. You won't. People will probably think you're a bicycle or a tricycle. Comes with your lights, all the little lights. Now, these are kind of cheap because the yellow, definitely an amber light. The red kind of looks like an amber light, and it comes with some clear ones. I guess that's for your tail light, for your license plate light. But this is going to be, the reason I bought this kit is to harvest the switches and the relay. It even comes with fuses. So for, you know, $11, well worth it. And then you get a bunch of extra lights for other projects. Now, I'm also going to add this. This was actually kind of pricey if you think about the fact that I paid $11 for the entire universal parking horn kit with flasher, relays, and switches, because this comes by itself, and this mounts your license plate light. And so it's a brake and turn signal, little tiny little turn signals there. So I got this because I want a place to hang my license plate, and I kind of like it. I'm going to probably wire this up with the rest of the lights and just get a little more safety there. The more lights you have, the better. The other thing is your turn signal switch. Again, do not care for this turn signal switch. So I bought this Commutador, which was on eBay as well. These, I see them everywhere. You can get them online if you look up, like, I think Summit or Jags or whatever. Outrageous, $60 they want for this. And this is a switch that goes on your column, and I'll show you what it looks like. There it is, and it comes with a clamp. Doesn't come with any other wiring diagrams, although the wiring diagrams are on the site. So this clamp goes through here, and it clamps to your column, which on the Prowler Pro is pretty easy to do. It's a round column. And then you have all your wires there, and I'll have to make a harness. I'm kind of thinking there might be a relay in here, which I'm hoping there isn't, because I really like this relay. So I'm going to have to make up the harness for the turn signals and the horn. That'll be on a separate video. But anyway, you can pick this one up on eBay. You look hard enough, you can find it. I paid $10.97 for that, and I bought 2 of those, one for my son, one for myself. We're going to do his turn signals as well. He's got a Honda Pioneer. So you can put all this together and have your own custom-made, really, really nice setup. But that's it for today. There's my winch. Now, that's a factory winch mount right here, meaning it's Arctic Cat. Really nice metal. The only thing is the winches that I had didn't fit, but that's a future project, and I'm going with the synthetic rope winch. So I hope you enjoy my videos. that is what I have. I'll probably, when I'm done, come back and just show you what the side marker lights look like when they're done and wired. Thanks, and we'll see you soon. So the running light harness is complete, and let me go through this with you real quick. So I like to be able to disconnect stuff just like the factory does. They can service it. The little amber lights come with this little disconnect right here, and it's polarized so you can't get it wrong. It only goes in one way and then you screw it in. This is the left, which would be the driver's side. Now I want you to note that this kit from Kimimoto, the whole harness is wired backwards. So black is positive and red is negative. They screwed it all up. That might be the problem with the module as well. I don't know. But anyway, when I plugged it all in, none of the lights worked. Had to reverse that connection. And I'll show you how I did it and where I did it. So everything is red to black, and it all goes right through here. This connector right there, like I said, I like to be able to disconnect. This goes to the driver's side. This is the kit that I used. I got it on Amazon. I do not have a link. It's a pretty good kit, but you need a special crimper to be able to crimp these on. And then it's got the weatherproof little rubber things that go in there. This is the passenger side, and again, it's polarized. So right here is my main harness, so it's going to connect from here, and then this one plugs into that side right over there. So they're all labeled right and left. And what I ended up doing was right here I did a splice connection that's soldered, heat shrinked, and then I couldn't get heat shrink in there because it's a Y connection. So I ended up using this liquid tape right here from Performix. I don't know where I got it, hardware store or something years ago. Anyway, I sprayed it on a piece of paper, took a little popsicle stick, and then rubbed it on there, let it dry, and then I double wrapped it. Now this tape here I've had, again, I don't know. I don't like electrical tape because it leaves a residue, but this one doesn't have a residue. It also doesn't stick very well. It's cloth based. I cut it in half this way, wrapped it around the Y connector twice, and then I came back with this. This is called Tessa tape, and this is really good stuff. I use it on my stereo connections inside under the dash because it's cloth. It doesn't have a lot of stick, not like electrical tape. It does stick to everything, but if it touches anything, it doesn't vibrate and make noise. That's why I like the Tessa tape. So we follow this all the way back here, and then here is your, this would be the left being the driver's side, and that would be this one here, and that would be this one right here. And again, these are the factory connectors that came with this light kit. So then you have the right connector. Now this one was too long, so I shortened it. And once again, right here, heat shrink, and red to red, black to black. This is polarized, it goes in there. Now here's where I made my switch. So I come out red and black, but if you were to rip this all apart, what you'd find is the red goes to the black. And although it seems backwards, it is because they wired lights backwards. But if you plug this in, red to positive, black to negative, everything lights up. So that's where I made that connection. Now, I'm going to use these, are called Posi connectors, and this is the brand right here, Kohler. And again, I don't have a link. There's the back. You can search the UPC. I'll pause for a little bit. The connector is 903P-1, and this is for 12, 14, and 16 gauge. The way it works is it's a two-piece, so you take that apart like that. It's actually a three-piece, but you take that apart like that, and then this will straddle whatever wire you're trying to connect to, and then when you tighten this piece, you see that will pierce the wire, and that's what forms your connection. It's a lot better than those other crimp-on type connections. And then for the wire that goes in, you undo this piece here, and you don't solder that. You just leave it loose, and you put this through into there, and you see that lug? Well, the wire goes through here, and when you tighten this, it forms a friction connection between that wire and that lug, and then that's what transfers your power. So I'm going to put two of these on, one for positive, one for negative. And again, where I'm going to make that connection is right here in the harness. So this is all part of the factory harness. Underneath the tailgate on the Tracker Prowler, you're going to find this. And there's three wires in it. Black is negative, white is parking, and the red with the blue tracer, that's going to be your brake light. So for now, we're just going to connect the parking light situation. I'm going to strip this back a little bit, and then I'm going to replace this so that I can get a wire tie. It will plug in. I get Christmas tree wire ties with this from Amazon. And so I want to run the wires through here and fasten them down. Now, if you ever need just a straight positive always on, that's what this little loop is here. This was, you can see it's kind of melted, but this is all from the factory. It's just a connector that goes, you know, one ground into the other ground. And really what this does is it's always hot. So if you need to put some accessory and you need to find hot in the ground, this would be the way to do it. You'd unhook that and connect yours to that and then wire it wherever you're going to wire it. But in the meantime, this is going to trigger my parking lights, the side marker lights. And that's it for this project. I'm going to drill a 3/4 inch hole in all the plastics, and then this little grommet is what holds everything in place. It just pushes through. You connect these polarized connectors. I'm going to run my wiring from here. It'll go across that way, and then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go in between the firewall. You can come out right here, it's big enough, and then I'll follow the frame. I'll go down. Again, I'll follow the frame upwards. I'll come up here, go through here, attach it to the frame, and then make my connection here so it looks totally factory and out of the way. It doesn't get crimped and it won't get damaged, because the bottom panels over there, these are the ones that go underneath the Prowler. So those go underneath and they get a million fasteners, and that'll hide all my wires. But I've got a lot to go because, like I said, I'm going to be doing a winch. I'm going to be doing the front turn signals, rear turn signals, and a horn in here somewhere. So stay tuned. Keep watching How to Heaven. Thank you for being a subscriber. All right. Take it easy.